very beautiful day to you, and welcome to this week's edition of our weekly news roundup on Africa Today News New York. My name is Favor Aham, and these are the top stories that made talking points for us in the week that just ended. Of course, we began the week on Monday when we brought you the reports that the Nigerian army mistakenly killed at least 88 people in a military drone strike on a religious festival in the country's Kaduna state. Officials announced that what they described as an accidental strike had occurred on Sunday night in the village of Tudunbiri in Kaduna, where civilians had gathered to observe a Muslim holiday celebrating the birthday of Prophet Muhammad, Maulid al Nabi. On the same day, we reported that against the backdrop of rising cost of goods and services in the country, the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC came out to assert that it would do everything within its power to ensure that the next national minimum wage to be negotiated in 2024 reflects the prevailing cost of living for Nigerian workers. Still on Monday, we reported that the Premier League confirmed a record £6.7 billion, an equivalent of $8.45 billion in domestic television rights agreement, slated for a 4-year duration beginning in the 2025-26 season. The reported value of the current deal is roughly £5 billion for a 3-year cycle, featuring coverage of 200 matches in each season. On Tuesday, we brought you the reports that a former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, called on President Bola Tinubu to stop occupying office as the Minister for Petroleum Resources, stressing that the arrangement will make it difficult for the country to hold the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited accountable. We also informed you that the Nigerian Air Force, NAF, put up the Falcon 900B aircraft from the presidential fleet for sale. NAF announced that interested persons should freely bid for the purchase of the aircraft. On Wednesday, we reported that the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general election, Peter Obi, came out to express worry over the departure of reputable international firms from Nigeria, considering it a foreboding sign for the nation. Obi said that the departure of 3 global firms from the health and energy sectors holds profound implications for the state of affairs in our country. On the same day, we reported that no fewer than 3 people were killed and another seriously injured by a gunman who was shot dead by police at a U.S. university. The latest event in the United States where gun violence is a regular occurrence happened at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, which is located close to the tourist-heavy strip and a gambling hub. Still on Wednesday, we brought you the report that the judiciary in Iran announced that a Tehran court has issued a directive ordering the U.S. government to pay close to $50 billion in damages for the killing of a prominent Iranian general almost 4 years ago. It will be recalled that then US President Donald Trump had on the 3rd of January 2020 sanctioned a drone strike near Baghdad airport, resulting in the death of the 62-year-old General Qasem Soleimani and his Iraqi associate Abu Mahdi al-Muhandis. On Thursday, we informed you that a Russian delegation led by the Deputy Defense Minister held a meeting with Niger's military leaders in Niamey. Nigerian authorities confirmed, with the two countries agreeing to strengthen military cooperation. We also reported on the same day that Canada announced that it had modified the financial requirements for Nigerian and other international students, setting the new proof of funds at 16,050,000 naira, an equivalent of $20,000, up from the 8,025,000, an equivalent of $10,000. Mark Miller, the Canadian Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, made this known in a statement on Thursday, specifying that the revised requirement will be implemented starting January 1st, 2024. Still on Thursday, we brought you the reports that the Community Court of Justice of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, seated in Abuja, ordered the government of the Republic of Benin to pay self-acclaimed Yoruba Nation activist Chief Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, a sum of 20 million CFA for unlawful detention and violation of his fundamental human rights. We move over to Friday, where we reported that President Vladimir Putin declared his candidacy for re-election in 2024. This was reported by Russian news agencies. This move ensures the continuation of the Kremlin leader's enduring influence well into the 2030s. At 71 years old, Vladimir Putin has been at the helm of Russia since the start of the century. On the same day, we informed you that the managers of Dangote Refinery announced that it received its first 1 million barrels of Agbami crude grade from Shell International Trading and Shipping Company Limited, STASCO, in a major step towards increasing Nigeria's local refining capacity. Finally, we move over to Saturday, where we reported that Dr. Betta Edu, who is Nigeria's Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, opened up on how Bishop David Oyedepo of the Living Faith Church, also known as Winners Chapel, prayed for her to become a minister, and it came to pass. Lastly, we brought you the reports that the new Nigerian People's Party, the NNPP, and the Kwankwasiya movement came out to dismiss plans to occupy the Supreme Court and foreign missions in Nigeria ahead of the Kano State governorship ruling. The party had lost the Kano State Election Petition Tribunal and the appeal court judgments to the All Progressives Congress APC, which had contested the legality of the governor Abba Kabir Yusuf to take part in the contest. Now that has been the size of our package for the week. My name is Favor Aham. Thank you so much for watching.